Hello, my friends. My name is Ellen. Welcome back to my Southern Kitchen and the 5th episode of Ellen's Fall Baking Series 2025. Football is back, y'all. High school, college, and NFL. Representing my Houston Texans. Who are your teams? Let me know down below in the comment section. Well, today I've got a great appetizer that your guest is going to love at your game day party and tailgates. We're going to make mini corn dog muffins. And my friends, these are so simple and easy to make. And as always, it is the bomb.com delicious. Everybody's going to love and enjoy these. And these are so cute, you just pop them in your mouth. And I'll post a complete recipe along with the instructions down in the description box below. And for more game day recipes, check out my game day recipes playlist and my previous video, Fresh Pumpkin Waffles. I'll post a link to both of those down in the description box below. So grab your cornmeal, your wieners, and your mini muffin pan sugar, because we're about to bake some mini corn dog muffins magic in my Southern kitchen. Here we go. Alright, my friends, the first thing we're going to do is prep our dry ingredients. We need a half a cup of all-purpose flour. Going to use my half a cup measurement and fluff it up like so. And using my butter knife, we're going to level it off. And voila, perfect half a cup. We're going to pour it into my sifter and medium bowl. Into our flour, we're going to add in a half a cup of yellow cornmeal. And our leavenings, a half a teaspoon of baking powder, a fourth of a teaspoon of baking soda, a pinch of table salt, and 2 tablespoons of white sugar to give our batter a little sweetness. Going to sift these together, or you can whisk them if you like. Alrighty, dry ingredients are done. Now we're going to set them aside while we work on our wet ingredients. In my measuring cup, I have a half a cup of buttermilk at room temperature. You can use homemade or store-bought. I'll put the recipe to my homemade buttermilk down in the description box below. Into our buttermilk, we're going to add in a fourth of a cup, which is a half a stick or 4 tablespoons of unsalted butter that I melted and cooled. Next, we're going to add in a 1 extra large egg at room temperature and 2 teaspoons of honey. Give it a whisk until they're well blended. Okie dokie, that's our wet ingredients. Now we're going to pour them into our dry ingredients. And whisk until they're well combined, or you can stir them using a rubber spatula. Make sure you don't see any streaks of flour and cornmeal, but be careful not to overmix. And that's it, my friends. Our cornbread batter is done. How simple and easy was that? Now we are ready to put our corn dog muffins together. Alright, my friends, I got my mini muffin pan right here. It makes 24 mini corn dog muffins, and I spray them generously with baking spray, or you can use regular cooking spray or grease them with butter. So we're just going to take a dollop of the cornbread batter and just scoop it right into the muffin tins, like so. Alright, as soon as I get through scooping the rest of my batter into my muffin pan, I'll bring you back. Alright, my friends, I've got all my batter into my muffin pan. Now we are ready to add the wieners or hot dog. What do you call it, wieners or hot dogs? Let me know down below in the comment section. You can use any wiener that you prefer, beef, pork, beef and pork chicken wiener. You can even use sausage. I'm using a chicken sausage. And I place it onto my cutting board, and off camera I pat it dry. So we're going to take my knife and cut them into little coins. We're going to place it in the middle and press it down into each cornbread muffin. Fill it up to about a half to 2/3 of a way full. Just like that. Alright, as soon as I get through with the rest of my corn dog muffins, I'll bring you back. Alright, my friends, I've got all my sausage coins into my cornbread muffins. Now we are ready to put them in the oven. Oven's preheated to 400 degrees. Going to let them bake for 12 minutes. And I'll bring you back. Alright, my friends, I have taken my corn dog muffins out of the oven. Look how nice and golden brown they are. And it smells heavenly up in this kitchen. And you see around the edges, it gave us a nice crust. So now I'm going to let them cool in the pan for about 7 minutes. Alright, my friends, it's been 7 minutes. Now we're going to place our muffins onto our serving plate. Alright, my friends, there you have it. Mini corn dog muffins. Don't that look good? Now it's time for the best part, the tasting. Here we go. Look at that. And look at the sausage. Please have a bite. Touchdown! Buttery, tender, has a nice sweetness to it. The sausage is perfectly cooked and it has a nice texture to it. These are phenomenal, my friends. Please give this recipe a try. This deserves another bite. Yum-o. Mini corn dog muffins licious. My friends, many thanks so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video recipe, please give it a thumbs up. I really do appreciate it. And for more Southern magic in my kitchen, hit that subscribe button and click on the bell so that way you'll be notified when my new videos come out. Also, follow me on social media, Facebook, Ellen's Homemade Delights, and Instagram at Ellen Delights. And please send me an email, ellenshomemadedelights@gmail.com. I would love to see your beautiful creations with my recipes. And I'll see you next time. Let's eat, much love, and happy football season.